Hello, good afternoon. Sorry, we were just having a chin wag. Hello, John, you all right?
Yeah, it's always a bit things we've been talking for the last 10 minutes.
I know, we just chat away. It's nice to have a catch-up. Now, you were on earlier at 10 o'clock?
Yes, was, and very busy. I was very, very surprised because this is a show all about my favourites.
Yes.
And, you know, and I do that, and I'm very lucky when I get to sort of pick the bits that are my favourites, and I'm very lucky when we've got stuff left of it to do it.
Yes.
But it is always gratifying when you're busy because you think, yeah, it's not just me then. Because you do find in the craft industry, when you really, really love something, then you always think that other people aren't going to like it anywhere near as much as you do.
Yeah, but we do like it. So we're starting off with this lovely little collection here. I am on the right one, aren't I? Yes. So we've got our baubles and our sentiments. These were really, really busy earlier on. We are over half the stock gone. So no, Silent Night, we should call it, and the festive sentiments.
Yes, so this is, once this is gone, it's gone.
Okay.
And this is an exclusive to the craft store.
Nice.
We did the Silent Night was the exclusive die with the box set.
Okay.
Which obviously completely sold out. And we'd got more of the Silent Night just in case. But so we've brought them on with this, which is, the other three sentiments are, I'll try and be very quick this time. They're basically ones I designed 3 or 4 years ago that sold out.
Okay.
We brought them back for this Christmas.
Lovely.
And I forgot to put them on a show.
Oh, all right. Well, they're
Completely.
here now.
Until literally the guy, Mark, who runs the warehouse, said, "What are you doing with these?" I went, "Oh, swear word, I forgot those." So we've put this bundle together.
Excellent. So I think this one's a sample, isn't it?
It is, yeah. So that shows you, it's very hard for poor Hugh to see because we made this in the earlier show. But if you open it, you can see the season's greetings is used inside as well.
Okay.
So if you watch on Rewind, you'll see exactly how we made this. And June Smith, our amazing angel, is going to make written instructions for this. So they'll be available on social media.
Brilliant.
For you to be able to make this from scratch using written instructions. Bless her. She texted me in between shows and said, "Do you want instructions for that one, John?"
Bless
Please,
them.
June.
Yeah, lovely.
You can see how well that season's greetings, if you can see it, works in with this year's collection.
Really,
and that's why I wanted to bring it back for it. I know it's very hard to see in mirror card. I really should have thought of that.
No, that's all good. But
you're going to have to get very close to the telly to look.
Yeah, there you go. I'll bring it forward to you. There you go. Nice. All right, now if you'd like to go for these dies, £14.98 is the price. Over half the stock has gone, 285,212. Now we do also have a happy hour, these wonderful stag stamps and dies. Stamps and dies.
I absolutely love this concept, and I'm really pleased that Peter's let me put it as a happy hour deal.
Cool.
Just to sort of, it's like a Christmas gift from us to everybody else.
Yeah.
Because it is this year. So you get that beautiful background stamp with the 2 stags on it, which I love as an A6 stamp on its own.
Yeah.
But then you've got the 2 dies that lay over it, and we'll cut out the individual stags.
Perfect.
And if you look, can you see the stag has got a little bit of a fine white line around him?
Yes.
You can't tell he's been cut out of a background.
No.
But when you look at the background stamp, it doesn't look as if there's a white line round it.
No, it doesn't. How does that work?
It's basically how I drew it and designed it. So the white line is there, and it makes it really easy to lay out the die, but you don't actually see it on either piece, but it just helps you.
Very good. Now, this is absolutely flying out. So if you missed it, what is it? It's half price then for this hour. Just £9.99. Item number is 531760. So do check that out before it goes. 15% of the stock of the happy hour has now gone in just 4 minutes.
And
lovely.
It was a very large stock.
It was. I remember when this
because we don't normally put that much on a happy hour.
Yes, good stuff. So do check out your basket. Next then, where are we going? Oh, we've got a nice little snowflake bundle.
Yeah, this is my collection of while I was drawing them, or while I was drawing my Christmas collection, these were the ones that sang to me.
Right.
These are the ones that I thought, oh, I'll use these all year round. So these are the ones I wanted to bring back in the collection. So you've got the peace, hope and joy sentiments, which are in individual letters.
Okay.
So you can make other words, you know, I can see ace in there and pace and pope.
Pope.
If you want to do a card for the Pope, you know. And I had to put joy in there because we're not allowed to mention that it's Sam's mum's middle name, so we don't say that.
Nobody knows.
Nobody knows that. But they're individual. You can cut them in or cut them out, but I'm going to show you that in the first demo. Then you've got the beautiful Snowflake mandala die. And you look at it and you think it's just that large outline die.
Yeah.
But if you actually look at the packaging, the image that's on the packaging, all those layers are included in the die. So you're getting all those intricate layers, and they just don't show when you look at the die how detailed they are. So all of those individual detailed layers are in there.
Wonderful.
Then you've got the beautiful Baroque frame, work.
Stunning.
And this has a section that you can ribbon thread or not ribbon thread. You can put into a background, cut together, cut separately, cut into the square seam box.
Yep.
There's just so much you can do with that, packed in what looks like a little packet of so many dies.
Oh, lovely. And the samples, again, the angels have done a phenomenal job. Oh, it lights up.
Yeah, I think the light batteries have gone in that
Oh,
one.
no.
Janice
Oh, well.
told me earlier.
Ah, but look how pretty that is. So that is your Baroque background there.
Yeah, so you've got your Baroque. So that's just using, again, not even all of the dies in it, but cut in. And then I've used some glitter. I think I used some Isink diamonds in that to create that. But then again, you can really mix them round.
Ooh.
So here you've got the Snowflake, but again, mixed and just used as a central piece or put into a frame. But every single one looks different. But the idea is they will work for Christmas and beyond.
That's really good. Look at these. Who's made these? Do we know?
I think that one was Shelag.
Ah, it's brilliant. Look at that. So just layering
so
them
again,
up.
because you've got that wreath look in there, which I think you miss with the Snowflake.
Right.
This white one you're about to show is Julie.
That's beautiful.
So I should say thank you to Julie and Leslie and Maxine and Sheila and Rocky and Margaret.
Oh, it's growing.
And trying to remember Helen and Maxine and I
Archangel?
can't remember all of Archangel. Oh, I can't remember.
We'll have
There's
to do a
so
ticker
many
tape,
angels.
won't
The
we?
problem is I collect them.
Yes.
They're all friends that I've collected over the last 4.5 years.
Yeah, yeah.
And as we spot somebody or I get to know someone and I'll go, do you want to have a go?
Yeah.
And we just kind of keep growing the team that way because I think that's better to be organic than just say, you know, have that formalised design team idea because then they're friends of ours.
That's it. That's beautiful. I mean, these samples, as always, you know, I'll say I'll show loads
But
more.
you wouldn't think that
No.
is using just one element of the same die as the card you just held up.
That's it. It's
all from the same
amazing.
piece.
Yeah.
And then you start to mix in the snowflake and everything. It just makes such a difference.
Love that cardstock too. Right, £37.97 for your bundle. 410545. Now, if your budget can't quite stretch, you can get them individually. So shall we go for the sentiments first? If you'd like to go for that, details just coming onto the screen. And it is, oh, hang on, it's not that, is it?
That's rather a lot for a set of sentiments,
I
I
know,
think.
right? Yeah, yeah, we'll change that, we'll change that. Here it is. There you go. £10.99. 24 dies.
Yeah. You get a separate outside square for every single letter.
Right.
Because to me, there's nothing more annoying than if you want to cut piece out, to have to run through your machine 5 times because you've only got one square.
Right.
So there is a square for every single letter in there. So I think is there, I can't remember, 24, yeah, there's 12 letters and 12 squares.
Good stuff.
My
Nice.
maths worked.
Love that. All right, £10.99 if you want that individually, 551008. Then moving along, should we come to which one are we coming to? Snowflake mandala then, that one in the middle. And that's a sizable set, isn't it?
It is. This was called, in my, when I was designing this was called the Baroque Snowflake.
Right.
But because I did a plate with those on, I had to come up with a different name. But there's so much level in there. You've got 4 dies, but even down to the middle die, actually even cuts you out a tiny, even impresses a little snowflake into there.
Okay.
So you've got an awful lot of detail in it. And I'm just trying, there we go, I've got them there for you. That's the 4 pieces.
Okay.
But you can see there the level of detail you get and how beautifully they cut from the satin card.
3 pieces, hang on. Dropped one. Here we go. So that's the size, that's the largest one that we've got here. And that looked beautiful.
So of course you can cut that just as that.
Yeah.
Then you've got the next piece, but you can cut that as a separate piece.
Yeah.
Or you can cut it in to give you like a snowflake wreath.
Yes, that looks
to give
beautiful.
you a detailed wreath on both sides. Then you've got an octagon to fit in the middle.
Yeah.
Just to raise it up. And again, that allows you to cut that out of the middle snowflake.
Got you.
To make a smaller wreath.
Nice.
And then finally, you've got the middle piece. And this always looks like a piece of metal when it's cut.
It does, doesn't it?
You've even got that snowflake embossed into the middle, and you don't have to emboss any of the dies. That was just from cutting them this morning.
Oh, that is really good. Okay, so you've got 4 beautiful dies there in total for £14.99. Item number is 915468. And then last but not least, if you want to go for the Baroque frame, that is also available individually. So there it is. Details just coming onto the screen. It's a really lovely size, this, and it just makes a card, doesn't it? Oh, thank you, John.
You have got so many layers in it, so there's no outside cutting line for the ribbon thread section.
Yeah.
So you can do that, just cut into a piece of card. I've got some examples on my desk to sort of show that.
That'd be cool.
But you've also got the background which cuts in, the snowflake which cuts in, a circle to cut it out, a square to cut that out. So there's so many layers you can do in it. And again, to me, there's nothing in that screams Christmas.
No, it's fabulous. It's a beautiful set of design, isn't it? Look at that, very, very ornate. I really like that. £17.99, you get all of these dies. Item number is 081624. One more time then, if you do want to get everything, and why wouldn't you? Because as crafters, we just love everything. Details again, £37.97, and you've got a £6 saving on that collection. 33 dies in total, 410545 is your item number. Now, so this one, yeah, I'm surprised because I hadn't seen this before, the box die. Half the stock's gone, very busy earlier on. Just makes life easier, doesn't it? And you don't have to get your scoreboard out.
It does, yeah. Basically, with the box die, this is a die that I've been doing for about 3 years.
Okay.
And it's one of the only ones that we keep that has always been in our stock.
Okay.
So when it sells out, we've reordered it. I think this is the last time we will reorder it.
Oh, right. So
this is the 4th reorder, so there's got to be a point where we draw a line on it. But it fits with about 90% of all the dies I've already done.
Brill.
And it will fit with all of the ones that are coming for next year. So what it does is it gives you can use it as a box. It's got a flap on the front. You can do, that's what we made the box out of earlier, the double box.
Right.
So you can do the double out of it. But if you think of something like that, if you turn that on its side, that was made with foam tape, how ugly would it look on the sides?
Yeah. Yeah.
You see all the foam tape. There's another one with a really good scene inside.
This one? Oh, no, a scene. Oh, this one. Hang on a second.
But can you imagine what all of that... Can you imagine all the foam tape that has to be that Julie would have had to put in to get those layers inside? Yeah. They're all covered by the box.
That's good.
So it just makes it so much easier. It's like having a canvas on your card. As I say, it's about 3.5 years old, but we can't keep them in stock. Yeah. Every time it comes back into stock, it just goes out.
Well, it makes it look so professional, that finish, doesn't it?
It does. I mean, the one thing I never, ever say that you need anything.
Yeah.
And you don't. But I would say if you like your John Next Door dies and you want the most out of them, this is the one I'm not going to say you need it. This is the one you want to really work well with everything.
Okay, lovely. All right, that's £19.99. 754780 is your item number. And then we come on to the most gorgeous cardstock. You've got choices here. Now, it's on a pick and mix. And I was saying to you earlier, I heard you say that, oh, gosh, you're in trouble for doing this.
Yeah, I will be. Yeah, I know that sort of Penny and Mark and Peter, Jane and Linda do the picking will detest me for this. I'm really shocked I got it through because pick and mixers, and I'll tell you at home, are horrible to have to pick in the warehouse. Because they have to go along with every individual order and get each colour and pick them. So they don't do it. This is the first time we've ever done it on the mirror and satin card.
Good stuff.
But I really want to give people a chance to, you know, for me, when I place my order, I go for, I'll be fair, I go for like a couple of red, a couple of blue, but I'll go for 3 or 4 silver and 3 or 4 gold. Not that I'm suggesting people do that, but I will bulk buy the colours that I use, and that gives people a chance to do that because we are in that point now where I know that Christmas we've been talking about for ages, but it's getting to that point where we really have to start.
Yeah, I've started.
I know at home I've got to start making the ones I'm making this year rather than just the samples.
There we go. Right, now, just to clarify, with your pick and mix, are you picking any sets of 3? You can go 3 for the same colour, 3 different ones. In each set, you're going to get 5 gloss and 5 satin. The only one that's both satin is the blue. There was a reason for this, wasn't there? The turquoise.
Yes. The turquoise blue in the gloss card was horrible.
Right, okay.
Quite frankly.
So you just was like,
There was literally, there were 4 nice blues, 3 satin and 1 gloss. And we had them all laid out on our living room at home about 18 months ago. Wow. That's how long it takes. Yeah. And we're going through, and we're literally arguing out of the blues. And in the end, I said, we'll just make one pack of 2 satin and 1 pack of satin and gloss, because it just wasn't, it looked cheap.
Okay, we don't want that.
No, we don't want that.
Now, this is really good value because you've got 5 of your gloss and 5 of your satin in each one, as I said, except the turquoise. You're picking any 3 packs, that's 30 sheets, and it works out at, what was that, 50 pence per sheet. And this is great. Can you remember the GSM?
It's 250.
Really good. Look at that.
And it's on virgin card. So if you take a piece of some behind you, if you turn it over, what you'll see is it's white.
Yeah.
Now, when you're die cutting, your mirror or satin card needs to be white on the back, not grey, and not flecked. And that's because sometimes it's made on recycled card.
Right.
And what will happen is when you cut that, it will fray.
Interesting.
So it has to be like on. You know the cardstock you've had, and suddenly you've got like little grey bits frayed all around it. It's not your die, it's not your machine, it's your card.
Interesting.
So when you've got a speciality card, it needs to be on a white virgin cardstock base.
I love all the science bit. There you go.
I have to know why. You know how boring I am.
No, it's not boring. I find it really interesting. Now, the busiest colours from earlier were the ruby red, the rose copper, and Ross is saying the Air Force blue. Nice.
My favourite.
Yeah, your favourite. All right then, 937304 is your item number. If you want to send in any pictures from anything that you've been making that John's brought for us in the past, please send your pictures to studio@thecraftstore.com. Here we go. Gosh, what colours would I go for? This is too tricky. I would go, I've really gone on to rose gold. Is it called rose copper or something like that? Rose copper, that one's really nice. I really like actually the 2 satin blues. I'd go for that one. And, sapphire blues, that's what it's called. And I'm going around the front. What would I like? She says, just shopping. Yes, Ross is right. Yes, the purple. Standard.
Would that be the chocolate purple?
Yes. Gotta love that. Perfect. All righty then. Best way to order, of course, is online at thecraftstore.com. Should we come over to you then?
Yeah,
I've got some rose copper.
So I pulled some rose copper out because you said you really liked it.
Yeah, I like that one.
So I just wanted to show you on the Baroque framework. So I'm going to use that and mix it in with the sentiments. But I wanted to show you what the flexibility we've got in this is, so this is it cut into the box lid.
Yeah.
So this is cut into the box base. But all I've done is, no die has an outside cutting line.
Okay.
So I can cut every die straight in like that and just back that. Yeah, or
nice.
I can cut it with the inside frame and thread ribbon through.
Oh, yeah.
As I've done here with the silver.
Cool.
Or I can take it like this, is what we're going to do in this show. I can make it into a background.
Oh, and I like the piece there.
Just cut it into, and then we can get the words sort of cut through to it and drop different colours behind. But of course, we've still got the backgrounds to drop in. So I can even, so the idea was, I was going to demo this and I thought, you know what I'm going to do is, I'm going to show you a very quick sort of idea of how it can be. So I drop that into there. Let's do it with the, there we go. Yeah, okay, so drop that into there. But I can then take another version and go the opposite direction. So I've not quite trimmed that right, so let's just trim that down. Sorry, guys.
That's all right. Oh, it's nice. So you've got, I mean, the possibilities of the different styles and patterns that you can create are excellent.
Yeah.
That's what I always love about how you design things. They're never one-trick ponies.
No, you've got to my mind, you've got to be able to do something different every time.
Yeah.
So the idea is, if I hold that one up, you can see. So it's going with it pointed down. Well, I can then drop another piece in going in the opposite direction. And that's on acetate. So let's put that one in. Let's put them together first, John, and do it right. But can you see now how I've made a double star?
Yeah, that's cool. I like that. That's really pretty.
So what I can do is, and this is a great thing with the box, because there's acetate in that one, I'm just going to take, honestly, I wish I...
Have you been tidying up?
I've been tidying.
Yeah.
I really should never, ever tidy. I should never be allowed to tidy. So what I can do is just put a little bit of foam tape on. So it's just cutting the dies in sequence into the cardstock, or into the white cardstock here. And sometimes I think we spend so long showing you how things cut that it's actually better just to show you the putting together, almost.
Nice. You get so much inspiration then. And of course, we can get more inspiration on your group online.
You can, yes. So if you go to the Crafting with John Next Door and Crafts 2 group, we have a gallery of every die and show we've done there for everyone to see everything. And I could have actually put sort of glitter or sequins in that.
I'll make a shaker.
And make a shaker. So we've got that beautiful piece, but then that just drops into our box with our ribbon.
Nice.
Get that into the right place.
Yep.
Yeah. Got that layering, so you can't see any of that foam tape. We're just going to take our tape off, because if I'm putting it onto a card, I will always affix the last piece to the back. So fix it to itself. So let's just pop that straight, and then we'll grab, you know, anyone would think I'd got this one planned. But then a little bit of glue. I just wanted to go through a little bit of the flexibility.
Yeah, that sounds good.
And the speed you can do it. So that,
beautiful.
if I get it straight, I want it straight in the middle.
Okay.
Is our card done?
Fabulous, look at that. And it's a real showstopper, isn't it?
But that is how quick it is. So we're just cutting it into. I was going to do you each stage, but I thought, I want to try and bang through them this show.
Absolutely, no worries.
But then we could make that into a shaker card. But if you look at the side, because of the box,
Yeah.
there is absolutely no foam tape showing. There's none of that mess that's inside here. Everything is neat. And it was designed that in an envelope won't crush.
Good.
With the corners, but also, certainly when you make sure you pop the pins in the right place, that's a large letter for posting.
Good.
It's not a small packet.
Perfect. Lovely stuff.
But I'll show you that, and then I thought what we'll do next is we'll pick the colours and I will show you how we're going to mix the two together.
Sounds good. Right now, the happy hour, got to mention that because this is flying out the door. We are a third of the stock gone and we have a deep, deep stock. So only for this hour is it half price at £9.99. You've got your beautiful deer here. Or are we calling them stags or deer?
Stags or deer, whichever you want, dear.
Okay, deer. So you've got your stamps, you've got the dies to match beautifully. Just £9.99. Item number is 531760. Oh, I've got to come back to these because I don't know, I just find these so cute. These little vacuums.
Oh, the vacuums.
Yes.
They really are. I thought we were out. I didn't realise we'd still got some on.
They're just adorable.
But yeah, I mean, it's the sort of thing, if you've got a crafter, it's a great Christmas present.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah, or a Secret Santa, apart from your Hannah bought
yes.
Snuggle. But that's the sort of thing I would get you as a Secret Santa, because
Yeah.
I know it's probably something you wouldn't have, but you would use.
Absolutely, I would. My craft desk is awful. Right, £9.99, you can choose either the blue or the pink. They are under different item numbers. What is it? Blue's on the side of the screen. That's 197021, and pink at the bottom, 755659. But they're really good stocking fillers. They really are.
They are, but they have got John Next Door in silver on the label.
Oh, have they?
But
okay.
if you get a bit of cleaner, a bit of acetone, you can always take that off.
Oh, I like it.
You don't have to leave that on. I don't like things with my name on them.
Bless you. Bless you. Right then, bit of
Right,
rose
so what I
gold
thought
or
I'd do
rose
is
copper?
I've grabbed here, because you love the rose copper.
Yeah.
I thought we'd grab the two colours, the satin and the gloss in that. And I'll hold them up because I know we've got a black roof here. So if I'm not careful, if I hold them down flat, all you'll see is a reflection of the black roof.
Oh, I see. Yes, I will.
Yeah, this set doesn't carry on. It goes about a foot above Alex's head, and then suddenly everything is black and covered in like fluffy felt, isn't it? It's hilarious. So yeah, when I lay it down, it's going to look black. So I'm going to start with the satin. I'm just going to cut it in. So we'll go for 5 3/4 inches.
Cool.
And the reason I do that is 5 3/4 inches is about the largest you'll get two of from an A4 sheet.
Okay.
So when you're paying sort of 50p a sheet of card, we want to make sure that you're getting the most out of it.
Nice.
So always try and avoid making 6 inches. Make your last layer sort of just nearly 6.
Okay.
And that way you'll get 2 of them out of a piece of
That's good.
A4 card.
Good thinking, John.
So what we're going to do is we're going to use the outline of the Baroque framework
Yeah.
and cut that down. But remember I said I wanted to put the sentiment in. And I want this and I want that to be straight.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a little trick. This came from an idea from a friend of mine, Sheila Tootin.
Right.
And she said to use the acetate insert sheets for the press to impress.
Okay.
To help you get your nesting die straight.
That's a good idea.
And then I realised if I use the paper versions, it means that what I can actually do is I can use those and cut into them, have them as templates, but it will also protect the surface.
Yes.
So how many times, no matter how new your plates are, does
it really
gets
frustrates
marked.
me. Yeah.
So I'm using this. I think the sheets, they're designed for the press to impress. But I think they are maybe on as an end of call, one of those why notty type or how abouts.
Ross will have a little look.
But you get like 50 sheets of it.
That's good.
But you can see now, what I've got now is a grid line over my card. So I can make sure, first of all, that this is straight. So let's just, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to trim it down, my card, on the centimetre line, so that it's exactly straight. So I'm going to make this 14 centimetres straight.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, you're right, John. End of call, you get the 50 sheets. So just $4.90 like that. It's a bargain, isn't it? $4.99.
Yeah, because you use them brilliantly in your press to impress. But for this, it's exceptional. So there we go. I've cut it down a little bit. So now what I can do is, look, I can make sure I've got an even space all the way around. I've got guidelines.
Perfect.
So first of all, I can tape that down. But then I can take my letters, and I want, what we're going with, peace, joy, or hope?
Hope.
Hope, perfect. So we'll go with, we'll take the H,
Yeah.
O, P, and E. And I'm going to put them across the bottom. So I can choose a line and start with H, O, P, and E on that straight line.
Nice.
And I'll go, right, if I go to there with the E, so it's against that line and that line, you can see now that's an even space from that side.
Yeah.
Because there's nothing sometimes that's off, as you know, when they're just that little bit skew with.
It really frustrates me as well.
Yes.
Probably nobody else would notice, but I notice.
Oh, it doesn't matter what they notice. They'll probably go, oh, what a beautiful card, that's lovely. And you're going, no, it's wonky.
Yeah.
And I make everything wonky. So you see there now, I've got those right.
Yes.
So I can then go, right, that's half a centimetre between that, half a centimetre, oh, no. So I can just move it until I get those even as well.
Perfect. Looks so professional then.
It really will make a difference, and it will stop it marking the card.
Yeah.
So let's go there. Okay, H-O-P-E. So there's my hope. And I'm going to use my Kaleido.
Oh, yes, yes, which we have on this show now. We'll bring up the details for the complete bundle. What's in the complete bundle then?
Oh, you get the Kaleido.
Yeah.
You get all of the foils, all 10 foils, plus a bonus foil in the pack, so 11
good.
foils.
Yeah.
The ink pad, the magic medium, literally everything you need for die cutting and for foiling.
Wonderful. There you go. You can see everything that you get on screen. You can spread the cost, 3 payments instead of 2 of $49.99. Item number is 545390.
Yeah, I know that I saw quite a lot of ladies at the show at the weekend who said to me, is it still on the show? Can we get it on the flexies?
Right.
Because then it becomes a Christmas present. You do October, November, December.
Yes.
It's paid for when you get it at Christmas, isn't it?
That's nice. And then
Not
you
that
can...
I think that way too. But you can see now, I'll take this off. It actually makes removing the dies easier.
I can imagine, yeah.
You've got no tape on there, but can you see, look, not
Beautiful.
a single mark on that card.
Lovely stuff.
And normally I would get all those little scratch marks. So, just need to flick those out. Is there something you can cover a minute while I just get these little bits out?
As well. The happy hour is absolutely flying out the door. 40% of the stock gone, so it's a question of whether it's going to last this hour, but it will be going back up in half an hour's time. Gosh, this hour is absolutely flying by. So you've got your dies and you've got your beautiful background stamps, and they will match perfectly. Half price this. It's $9.99. Item number is 531760. Oh, and then our exclusive bundle, let's come back to this, those beautiful sentiment dies. 70% of the stock has gone. This is, that's it while stocks last. Once it's gone, it's gone. We can't get any more back. Oh, so you've got your sentiment dies. So what have we got again? I've forgotten. We've got Silent Night, and then you've also got the Festive Sentiments. There you go. You've got 3 in there. I think lovely font, aren't they? Beautiful. I love all the flourishes and the swirls.
The flourishes and the swirls hold it together, but you can see how I've kept my style.
Yeah.
But just developed over the years because they were designed quite a while ago. But you get Merry Christmas. I think you get Merry Christmas, Season's Greetings, and Let It Snow. Yeah. Because I am a Merry Christmas person.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people like happy.
Yeah.
Because there's the connotations about sort of drinking and things, but I always think you can't say Happy New Year if you said Happy Christmas.
Yes, that makes sense. Yeah.
It's a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
I'm
And to
with
be
you.
fair,
I'm with you.
if we actually have one glass of something fizzy at Christmas, that's probably it for us.
I know.
Anyway, we're not drinkers anyway,
Yeah.
Sam and I, so, you know, it's not a thing. So I just wanted to show you this.
Yes, please.
So you've got all these little dots, and they cut through, so they cut out, but it can be a nightmare getting them out.
Yeah.
And the worst thing in the world is doing this.
Oh gosh, that'll take forever.
Take your pokey tool, and you
Yeah.
remember like the old, like running a stick over a picket fence?
Yes.
Yeah, do the same.
And it's not hurting the card.
Nope.
So
And it pops 90% of them out.
strangely satisfying.
Take your glue eraser
Yeah.
and rub on the back. And a glue eraser is perfect. If you know those little like hanging chads, the bits that hang over,
Yeah.
that will just tear them off without tearing the card.
Good stuff.
So now I can just go in and pop out any odd bits that are sticking out. And just pop that one. You probably can't see on the camera literally how they're popping out.
Oh, I saw that then. Yeah.
But
yeah.
literally, eraser on the back, take them out, and then find the other bits.
Done. Nice.
So what we've got there is our beautiful hope,
Yep. Oh, it's so
straight
gorgeous.
and square in the middle. And so we want to do something quite simple. So all I'm going to do is bring in the other colour of the card,
Nice. Yeah.
and I'm just going to... So I chopped this down a little bit. I made it 14 centimetres, which is roughly 5.5 inches.
Yeah.
So I'm going to cut the satin to 5.5 inches and 1/8. I can't add that together, so
Oh, no,
it's always
don't ask me.
5.5 and 1/8
Okay.
to me. Or if you're metric, just take it to 14.5 centimetres.
Okay.
Add half a centimetre on.
Yeah.
And I like the satin because can you imagine trying to find a colour that goes with that?
I love that.
But how that then
Pops.
makes that pop.
And it's so classy looking.
You're not using too much of the brassy colour.
Yeah.
But it just it ties together really, really well.
I like that a
So
lot.
I'm just going to so that this floats, I'm going to add a little bit of foam tape.
Okay.
And all I'm going to do is just put it on the inside so that we don't have the mess. It doesn't show as much on the outside.
Yeah.
I would use scissors, but I don't know where I've put them. I tidied. Honestly, I'm terrible. Oh, there they are. So just pop a little bit under. Have you felt under here yet? To feel all the mess I've left under this desk.
Oh, because somebody pointed it out the other day. They went, "What is this under here?"
It's all me.
It's all I'm going to look. Oh my gosh.
You really do need to get a cap. No one ever. They always give me this set, and I think it's because they know how much of this desk under here I have literally put foam
At
tape.
least it's not chewing gum.
It's not. No, it's
No.
easily cleaned away. And Kirsty, our floor manager's finally realised that I wasn't joking. And I know her so well. She is itching to get a scraper and scrape it off. She will be doing that literally.
As soon as
At
we've
2:05, she
Yes.
will be getting that. I know what she's like. But that's why they give me that set. So go over. But then you've got that really
Yeah.
nice, very simple but classy look.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely stunning.
So what we're going to do, I want to put something in there, but I need something small, and that's a bit big, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that's where this one comes in.
Nice.
Because we can do that, but as I said, we can do that as a wreath. So I'm going to bring the colour from behind forward.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a piece of the satin, of the gloss, but again, not to waste it. What you would do is, so I use a big piece of tape and pick up the middle die.
This is one of your best ever techniques that I learned
And
from
I
you.
came up with this, and it's,
Yeah.
it's the only one I'm proud of.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for about 6 years. It lets me hover over, pick that up.
Yeah.
But your instinct is to cut that there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Don't.
Right.
If you cut that there, you've only got that piece left. If you cut that there, that's a matten layer for
Oh,
another
you can-
card.
Yes, got it. Yeah.
So you've
well,
got to do it
not that
some-
that's a nice word, but
Yeah.
never mind.
And that's where we waste. So I'm just going to pop that down. And I know this is detailed and it's in the middle.
Yeah.
So I'm going to add my metal shim.
Cool.
Again, if anyone wants the metal shims, either the A4 or the A5,
Right.
they are on that how about thing.
Oh, so they're separate, are they?
The metal shims,
Okay.
the metal shims are separate because they fit every machine.
Oh, brilliant.
And I couldn't recommend a metal shim enough to anybody who's die cutting. It just helps finish something off. And if you've got a real difficult to cut card
Intricate, yeah.
that's speciality
Yeah.
or that's got a double coat, cut your die into the metal shim and it will cut it cleanly.
Oh, That's another top tip. Yeah, I've got some very thick glitter card. I'm going to be honest, it's not the most expensive, and that really struggles to cut.
Yeah, try cutting onto your magnetic shim.
Okay.
But can you see there? I've got that space now, so if I hold that one up, you can see there.
Yes.
But, of course, what I could do now is, that's the start of my next card. That could be a matte and layer, or I could cut a piece of satin out and start going through.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's so much more I can do with that.
Lovely.
So we'll just take this one out.
And all the bits just drop out.
All the bits
perfectly.
will literally just flick out. Because again, I haven't been given a bin because they know I never use one. Just get these, just finish off a little bit.
The days when you used to stand in the box.
I know, they should give me the box back really, shouldn't they?
Health and safety.
Yeah, I don't think they're quite as worried about the floor here as they were in Warrington.
Definitely no spray glue went on that floor.
We both know. We both know I pulled the surface. I mean, people think I'm joking. We used that much in the early days on the concrete floor in that studio that it did take the actual coating off. And there was a big patch all around where I stood where you got bare concrete. The rest was painted feet marks, and you could stuck to it, didn't you? So you can see here, then we've got that really nice, beautiful little wreath.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we want to raise that. So what I'm going to do is just take a little bit of my foam tape and trim it down.
Cool.
So just cut this down.
Is this your foam tape?
No, this is the one I always use, to be honest. It's one of those, it pays you to get a really good, decent foam tape.
Right.
We've looked at it and we've not been able to bring it at a good price yet. When we can, we will.
Yeah.
But we'd rather wait until we get the right one.
Absolutely.
But if you take off the protective sheet from both sides, it will turn corners.
That's good.
Whereas it doesn't if you leave the protective on.
Oh, that's another top tip I'm going to try.
Yeah, oh yeah, take the protective sheet off and you can turn circles and everything.
Because I suppose when the protective sheet's on, you end up getting crinkles, don't you?
Yeah, and it won't go. See, again, automatically.
Stuck it underneath the
It's what I do at home. It is what I do at home, honestly. My desk at home is just as bad. But that you can't see on the front, but it allows me, and again, I know that that is the centre line.
Right.
So I know I'll get 2 points, and as long as I go like that on the centre, then there we go.
Oh, that's
but just in two colours.
Oh, it's beautiful. Stunning. Thank you very much, John.
That's okay. That's what I'm here for.
I shall leave you for a second. Now, the pick and mix of the cardstock. You are choosing any 3 packs. Could be different colours, could be the same colours. In each pack, you're getting, apart from one of them, you're getting 5 satin, 5 gloss. It's just the turquoisey aquary one, where you've got 5 of each in the satin. The sapphire blue, that's the one. I'm going to ask our Ross, which 3 packs would you go for? Okay, Ross is going to go for the Air Force Blue. That's one of the most popular. All choices, choices. Silver. That's nice. I like those two. They're frosty colours, aren't they? Come on, Ross. Oh, choices. Oh, spring green.
Now that is one of my, what I call my hidden gems. I love the spring green, and I've not used it a lot for Christmas, but I'm using it absolutely loads in stuff I'm making for January, February.
Oh, nice.
So I'm using the spring green and the spring green, the vintage gold, and this rose copper. I'm using absolutely loads in stuff for sort of, you know, January, February, when we want a little bit of a lift, but we don't want all that glitz of Christmas.
Yes,
I'm using them for then, so it's worth it for then.
I'm going to have a look at it.
Yes, so Ross, you are ahead of me on that one, because spring green is my new favourite colour.
It's lovely. The satin, actually, is it's almost like a sagey colour.
You've got them all laid out round there, round the back.
How can I miss this?
I laid out every colour for her all along.
And I'm going around the front. Look at that, I really like the satin. Well, I mean, I love the gloss as well, but the satin colour is a really nice, it's like a golden delicious.
It is actually, yeah, you can see what I mean about it being very spring, but you mix that in with the sort of, with the rose copper.
Oh, thank you.
Give you a little slip. You can see what a nice little different colour combination it is.
And it is different. That's nice. You might think, oh, would they go? But actually they do go really, really well. So if you would like to pick out your lovely colours of cardstock, you're picking 3 packs on your pick and mix. That is really good value because it only works out at 50p per sheet, and this is top quality cardstock here. 937304 is your item number. Okay, the leaders. I feel like I'm doing a horse race. You've got your ruby red, rose copper, and yes, which one is it? The sapphire blue. Still the top 3. Nice. Oh no, Ross has made a mistake. Amethyst now in the top 3.
We call that chocolate purple.
Oh, yes.
Because we're not allowed to say Cadbury's purple. So
Yeah,
we
that's
call
right.
it chocolate purple.
Are the brands available? Right, I'll come back to you then, John.
Okay, so I wanted to show you a slightly different way of using the sentiments, and we're going to actually be using the Silent Night as well.
Yeah.
So what I've got here is a piece of the mirror card cut. This is the silver. So this is the pure silver mirror, and I float it like that. You can actually see a reflection of the lights rather
look
than
at that.
black, as we would get if I move back.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you've got that. And what I've done is, I've already trimmed this down, and I've trimmed this down to 1 inch wide.
Okay.
Okay. So, and this time we're going to go with piece. So, if you want to put these, I want to cut these in on a straight line, but I'm not going to use the. I'm not going to use the paper this time because it's just on a little strip, so I don't want to waste it.
Yeah.
So the other way to do it is to do it on your mat.
Nice.
So what I'm going to do is put those on a line straight on my mat.
Crafts 2 mat?
It is, yeah. I'm hoping to bring this next time. We've got some brilliant rules that we want to bring with it, so I'm hoping to put it together with that. Because what I discovered is, this is my water media mat,
right,
which I love working on, but obviously I don't want to cut or mark this.
Yeah.
And I found the A4 Crafts 2 mat fits in the well perfectly.
Perfectly, yeah.
And gives a flat surface for stamping as well.
Good.
So I don't have to take this off my desk at any point.
Good.
You see, I just don't like, I'm lazy. People don't think I'm true when I say that. So what I'm doing is just making sure. See, it's a little bit harder, but I'm just making sure. And when we do, that's got magnetised somehow.
Oh yeah. How did that? Oh, never mind.
Oh, it could be. It's been too near my press to impress, hasn't it?
Ah.
So there we go. So I'm going to lay those down, and all I've done is choose a bottom line, and then I've gone against a centimetre line each time.
Yeah.
So that spacing is even. Don't need to know both sides, I just need to know that I've copied the same thing.
Lovely.
Then take a long piece of tape and pick them all up.
Excellent.
Yep. So we've got our piece now in a line. And I'm going to pop this just to one end. And again, now, although this doesn't need, these don't need a fancy, you know, these don't need paper or anything over it.
Okay.
Sorry, these don't need a shim.
Right, okay.
Is what I meant to
Yes.
say. I'm going to use my metal shim because my metal shim will stop me marking my mirror card.
Lovely.
And that's
Okay.
what you want to do. Always, whenever you're cutting satin or gloss or mirror card, you always want to try and cover it with a piece of paper or something, because you'll kick yourself when you don't and you get all the marks on it.
And it frustrates me because sometimes I forget and I've used a beautiful piece of cardstock and then I'm like, oh.
It's another reason why I keep my metal shim in my arsenal, because if you look there now.
Oh, isn't that satisfying?
Yeah, that, if I hold it, there you go, can you see? If I hold it up as well, look, not a mark.
Perfect. Look how it glistens. So shiny. Nice.
It really, really is. It's quite strange, actually. The way the satin is made is we make this, then we put another coating over the top to make the satin.
Okay.
So that's actually how it's made. Again, I'm boring and
Oh
need to
no,
know.
I would love to go. I really want to go to the warehouse. Oh my gosh, supermarket suite.
Supermarket suite, yeah.
For me.
You wouldn't find things in brown boxes. So again, into the magic box that we've got down here.
Another floor gone. Another
no,
floor
I've been doing it so long on this one, it doesn't go. And I've got a piece of white here.
Yeah.
Just white Crafts 2 linen card. I want to put over the top. There we go. But you see there just how beautiful that piece looks.
Really pops.
And it's always worth it when you've used mirror card.
Give it a polish.
Give it a polish. If you get marks on it, like glue marks, then you can actually use like an antibacterial spray on this.
Oh no, that's good because I've
polish
done
it
that
up.
so many times.
Yeah, and sometimes if you wipe it over, it smears it off, doesn't it? And it stains it.
Yeah.
This one doesn't. I'm not licking my finger at all or anything. but it will just fetch it off.
Okay.
Okay, so we've got the piece there, which is fine. I've got a little bit of a card made up. And what I want to do is now I'm going to take the Silent Night. Now, me being my usual organised self, have I got a...
What have you lost?
It's okay.
It's good, good.
It's okay. So I'm going to take... Where are you, Silent Night? I'm going to take Silent Night.
I like the little baubles we get with it as well.
Well, I'm going to use those as well, and I want that in white, so I'm going to take that on. Something you can cover a minute, just while I find some more mirror
I'd love to show some more
card.
samples. I keep trying to show samples and Ross is like, no, they're happy hour. Okay. All right. This is your happy hour deal. You have got less than 15 minutes to get it at this price. It's half price. You've got the stamps and you've got the dies. Half of the stock has gone, and we had a deep stock here, but they're beautiful, these stags, aren't they? Very grand, very regal, that's the word. £9.99 for these. Item number is 531760. Can I show samples now? Good. Well, the angels have done such a brilliant job.
They have. I am so grateful to them. They work so hard for me and help me out so much. And as I get busier, they take on more of the load, and they're brilliant. And we love about them, everyone's got a different style, and it shows what anyone could achieve. That's
just beautiful. And don't forget to go onto social if you want to see the gallery. And then look at this one. They're beautiful. See, that could be a winter wedding. I love that. This is beautiful.
And there is, on the John Next Door YouTube channel,
yeah,
there is a video for every single die that's on this counter.
Great.
But there is also on our social media written instructions with photographs by June for every card as well that we've done a video for.
Oh, she's good, isn't she?
She is good, yeah, she is. So if you are a visual learner like me, you can watch the video. If you're a learner who likes to follow instructions, then you can follow those and print those out.
That is cool, isn't it? Look at that. So what you're getting in this collection, 33 dies. You've got your letters, so you can do joy, hope, peace, but then you can make other words up if you want to. You've got that mandala snowflake, and you've got that Baroque, lovely set of dies. All for £37.97. We've got a £6 saving. Have we got this on FlexiBuy today? Oh, okay, never mind. Still good, very, very good value. 410545 is your item number. Do give us a call. Oh, no, it's a different number. I'm never going to get out of this. 0330 175 5552. Here's the website. You can shop ahead. Of course, you can shop by brand. Loads of 5-star reviews. You've also got the scene box die. Oh, 70% of the stock gone. It's lovely because it makes everything look so professional. And John, as John was saying, you don't see all the foam tape and everything. There's the little vacuum. Love it. Little stocking filler for anybody. Pink or blue? Pink or blue? Pink or blue? I don't know. Blue. Maybe I'd keep one upstairs and one downstairs.
I actually keep. I have 3.
Right. Where do you store them?
So I have my blue one here.
Yeah.
That's in my kit. I also have a second blue one that's on my desk in the craft cave.
Yeah.
And then the pink one's in the kitchen.
Oh, cute.
And I think the pink one is, so I remember the pink one is for food and biscuit crumbs.
Good point.
And things. And I'm sure if I fall asleep in the chair, Sam comes and hoovers me sometimes.
I
know
that.
we did that to my mum, as I've said earlier, at Christmas. We did hoover her with it, or vacuum her with it.
Did you startle her?
No. She was like, said, she got crumbs and so I went, I know what to do, and went and grabbed the prototype.
I love that.
Went, hang on, let's try this. But at least that way I keep the pink one for sort of foodie crumbs and things.
Because I'm forever spilling, when I make a tea or coffee, I'm forever spilling sugar.
Yes. That's quite a useful one.
Yeah. Anyway, let's talk about food. No, we won't. Let's talk about these dies.
Okay, so what I've done is I've just put the 3 baubles onto silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've put the Silent Night onto white. And I'm just going to run that through and cut it. And again, I'm using, because it's quite detailed, the Silent Night, I'm using the metal shim. I've got so used to it, and to stop it marking anything. Although, to be fair, with the baubles, it won't matter, and we're not using the waste.
No.
Let's just pull those.
80% of the exclusive bundle has gone, so you can only get it here, is that right?
That's right, yeah. It isn't anywhere else, and it's not going to be anywhere else. That one, that's, when we said it was exclusive, that's what we meant.
Cool. And once it's gone, it's gone. You've got those lovely sentiments with the beautiful font.
You have now. Here we go. These are always a nightmare, because these were too small to put a release hole into.
Oh, all right.
So sometimes you have to... There it is. There's the hole.
Yep.
Sorry, there is a release hole, but every time I get this wrong. It's a new die we've got coming out that was too detailed to have release holes.
Oh, when's that?
Is it next week?
Oh, we're back next week.
Next week.
One day special, are you?
Yep, for the penultimate
Right.
John Next Door collection of 2021.
Gosh.
We don't do December, do we? So
No.
one release a month.
Yeah.
So October's new John Next Door release, I think it's next week.
Gosh.
But that is, as I say, the penultimate one. After that, there's only one more.
Yeah, November you'll be back with it.
And then that's it. Bye-bye.
Holiday for you.
Holiday!
Deserve it. Yeah.
Yes, well, if we can get one, it's just been cancelled on us.
Oh no, I'm so sorry, John.
So we'll probably end up not. But here's your Silent Night. And again, this it's got the same idea of the snowflakes through it, but it's all connected. So it looks more delicate than it is,
Right.
if that makes sense.
It does.
It looks as if it's very, very delicate, but as you pull the bits out, you'll see that it's actually all connected together everywhere. And it keeps to that same sort of font as is in the other 3 sentiments in the set.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just get that. Always difficult, isn't it?
Well, on live
It's
TV,
so easy
yes.
at home and yet so difficult on TV. I blame Ross, the producer.
He said, oh, it probably is his fault. Bless him.
It usually is, bless him. He's looking forward to a week off of video games and pizza.
Sat in his
Bless him.
pants. Okay, that's too much information.
Yeah, even I wouldn't go that far, Alex.
I'm in trouble now.
So I do want to, I'm going to spray glue this sentiment.
Okay.
And I'm going to spray glue the baubles, because what you've got with the baubles is, obviously I want to put those on with a little bit of, I want to put those on with a little bit of foam tape, but I can't, can I?
No.
Because they've got holes in
Yeah,
them.
too intricate as well. Yeah.
So what you actually do is, I've spray glued them. I'm now going to stick them down to an alternate piece of card,
Yeah.
a white piece of, I've got white linen card again here. And then you take the dies and drop them back on.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and you're basically clicking them back into place. So, click those back in. Just tape them so they don't move, but you'll feel them slot on top.
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. We then take our machine, and again I'm using the Kaleido, and I'm going to pop them in the middle, which is where we know is the least pressure. To be honest, this is easier in an A4 machine.
Oh,
because there's
really?
less pressure in the middle. The Kaleido has, because it's over a shorter distance.
Got you. Makes
Still
sense.
keeps nearly all its tension.
Right.
But make sure you take out any shim you've got.
Okay.
Pop that on top and then just run that through.
Why are you taking the
once.
shim out? Too much pressure.
Too much pressure. I want light pressure.
Right.
Because there's something sort of almost alchemical that happens. Because when this goes, what happens is it will cut around the outside, but it won't cut the stars out. So now can you see?
Oh.
That's backed in white.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Exactly. But those stars don't fall out.
That's good. Okay.
So it looks as if it's got a white rim edge. It hasn't. That's just how the camera's reflecting
Yeah,
the light.
Don't worry.
So now I've got my baubles. So if you've got any die like that that's got quite a lot of intricacy inside,
Right.
but a simple shape, if you glue it down to another piece, pop the die over and run it through the lowest pressure point in your machine,
Yep.
it will just cut the outside out, giving you a colour behind, so you don't always need to have a second die to cut the outside out.
Good idea. Good tips. I always learn so much from you.
I get to play though, don't
Yeah.
I mean, I get to spend, 16 hours a day
I know you are good.
playing and with things and trying stuff out.
Oh, right. A little update. The Sentiment Die collection, the one that is exclusive to us, put my teeth back in, that has now gone limited. So you get the Silent Night, those lovely little baubles, and then you also get the set of 3 sentiments. Green is on the screen, as Yanis would like to say. 285212.
Okay, so let's grab, I don't know why I've got so many pieces of the white card here when I was looking for them. So I'm just going to trim that off.
Yeah.
I've cut a piece here. Now, I've kind of cut this as a DL size.
Right.
So off the top of my head, I can't tell you, but I will check it out. It is 3.5 by 6.5.
Cool.
I always keep to that 7:5 ratio.
Okay.
And even if I'm making something DL, I will always, so it would normally be 4.5 by 6.5.
Right.
I'd only take the inch off one side,
Okay.
if that makes sense.
I think so, yes.
Yeah, it does in my head,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it might not anywhere else.
Look, I'm like you though, I'm visual.
Yeah, it is. I'm a visual learner. I learn by watching. So I've got the piece that's bigger, and what I'm doing is, I know this strip is bigger. I'm placing it on
Where you want
so
it.
that I get it where I want it, and then trim out the excess, and then that goes under the table
Poor Kirsty.
along with everything else. She'll have forgotten by the time the show's finished.
No, but we had another guest in the other day, and they were like, "What is this?"
Oh yeah, it's John. You know, it's genuinely. Did you actually say, "Oh, it's John"?
No, I didn't realise.
Oh right, because I have admitted it for a long, long time.
Oh.
You can't be told off.
No.
When you've actually openly admitted something.
That's
in my
right.
mind. My mum said, "Be honest," and then you can't be castigated for it.
Honesty is the best policy.
Yes,
as
it
they
is.
say.
So, and it's exactly what I do at home, so it's not new. So I'm just going to add this onto the card blank with some foam tape. Let's
Cool.
see where this one goes.
Yeah, and this will be perfect timing, actually.
So that goes on there with peace.
Yep.
Yep. Silent Night goes there. So it says Silent Night, peace.
Yep. Oh, I like that a lot.
And then, quickly, we've got our 3 baubles. One.
Oh, this
Come
is
on,
a
John.
lovely, clean, elegant card.
No
isn't
one
it?
would ever think it's me, really, but I'm making so much simpler cards these days. 3. So our 3 baubles hanging down.
Yay!
Peace, Silent Night, peace. There you go.
Brilliant, thank you, John. Perfect timing. Just got time very quickly to mention our happy hour. If you pop it in your basket now and check out, we'll honour the price. It's half price. You've got your stags in stamp form and in die form, and they'll cut out exactly. You can just, there we go. I'm hiding it, aren't I? $9.99. Item number is 531760. Thank you, John.
Thank you.
See you in a week.
I will see you in a week's time.
Oh, with a one-day special. I'm going to be cheeky and ask John what it is now. You'll have to tune in next week. Lovely stuff.